Master Sun's Art of War, Chapter 2, Conducting Battle. Master Sun said, "The method of waging war invariably requires 1,000 swift chariots, 1,000 heavy carts, 100,000 armored troops, and the transportation of grain over 1,000 tricints. Then there are internal and external expenditures, provisions for missions sent to and fro, the raw material for glue and lacquer, the supplying of equipment, which amounts to 1,000 pieces of gold per day. Only after that can an army of 100,000 men be mobilized. The purpose of engaging in battle is to win. A prolonged war wears down the soldiers and dampens their ardor. If they are made to attack cities, their strength will be exhausted. If the army is exposed in the field for long, the kingdom's resources will be inadequate. If the soldier's strength is exhausted and goods are depleted, the feudal lords will take advantage of the weakness and rise up. If this happens, even an intelligent commander will not be able to remedy the results. I have only heard that even the dull-witted commander strives for a quick victory, but have never seen a clever general aim for a prolonged engagement. There has never been a case of a prolonged war from which a kingdom benefited. Therefore, he who does not thoroughly understand the harm of waging war cannot thoroughly understand the advantages of waging war. He who is skilled at waging war never permits a second conscription per campaign, never permits a third transportation of supplies, or procures provisions from his own country, or relies for grain on the enemy. Therefore, foodstuffs for the army will be sufficient. A kingdom is impoverished by having to supply an army at a distance. When the army is supplied at a distance, the common people are impoverished. Whoever is close to an army experiences inflation. Wherever there is inflation, the economy of the common people suffers. When the economy suffers, the community is beset by local levies. The exhaustion of the troops' strength and the depletion of resources lead to emptiness within the households of the Central Plains. 7/10 of the common people's expenditures are consumed by the war effort. 6/10 of the public expenditures are consumed on account of ruined chariots, wearied horses, armor, helmets, arrows, crossbows, halberds, shields, bullocks, and carts. Therefore, the wise general strives to eat the enemy's food. Eating 1 bushel of the enemy's grain is equal to bringing 20 bushels of our own. A picul of the enemy's fodder is equal to 20 of our own. Therefore, if one wants the soldiers to kill the enemy, one must enrage them. If one wants the soldiers to derive profit from the enemy, one must induce them with goods. Therefore, in chariot warfare where more than 10 of the enemy's chariots are captured, one should reward whoever made the first capture. Those who change the flags and banners of the enemy chariots should be allowed to mix them in with their own and mount them. Likewise, troops who come over to our side should be treated well and taken care of. This is called, quote, becoming stronger through vanquishing the enemy, end quote. Therefore, in war, swift victory is valued. Prolongation is devalued. Therefore, the general who understands warfare is the arbiter of fate for the people, the guarantor of security for the nation. End of chapter 2.